because this book is just time jumping all around like Six
I
Underground.
bet.
And
Yeah.
we go to when he was training in the army, and then the book takes
This
a
is
turn
before.
of just okay. So the book honestly has a really cool way of going against all the naysayers by the people that are looking for the facts, because and I'll get into that in just a moment. But Frank Dux claims that he went to the army training and how much he hated it, and the reason why he hated it, and they really like for the next several pages they really put this India. He experienced a lot of anti-Semitism in the boot camp. And so like the next several pages are about how racist everyone was to him, which kind of honestly comes out of nowhere. And it's a huge tone shift.
Okay.
And because he doesn't and it doesn't reference like it's like 29 pages in and like his Jewish heritage is not brought up or anything, but then like it hits you really hard with it. Like there's an exposition dump of just like how like this is the reason why he has this is the reason why he doesn't like side with anybody. His own honor is his own thing because like he can't trust anybody. And I'm going to make a point to this is a new rule that I've established. I'm going to read every single thing the previous owner of this book highlighted, because I think that is the funniest thing that could have ever possibly happened, is someone, because not everything is highlighted. Very few things are highlighted. Only once every like 10 to 12 pages is something highlighted.
But what they highlight
is perfect. What they highlighted: anyone with a moral code is vulnerable because one's reactions are consistent with that code. That's it. Great. That was the last. That was his big takeaway from having like received like racism.
And that's why I knew I needed to go train with Ra's al Ghul.
Well, so then
he doesn't know, Zach.
No.
Well, he doesn't go train with Ra's al Ghul. Timeless man.
That will be on the next Secret Book Club.
Jesus Christ.
But next, and this is I'm going to skip around because like in chapter 6, he also goes more into his Jewish heritage, and he talks about how his father was a door salesman. He would go and he would sell doors door to door. That's an actual line from the book. It says he would sell doors door to door. And I had to read it.
They probably already have one.
Yeah, exactly. I had to read it over and over again. And it was like, my father never once complained of anything. But my father, like me, was also a super secret spy. And my granddad, like me, was also a super secret spy. So I'm the third generation of spies. But my father...
I don't think the time makes sense. How old is he? When does this book come out?
This book comes out in 1995, and he's probably in his like 30, like late, like mid to late 30s.
So he's born in the 60s, which would mean his dad would be born in the 30s.
Yeah, so I guess his dad was in... The thing I think is like his dad was in World War II, and his granddad was also in World War II. That's kind of hard to follow.
So his granddad's military service would be before the what's the precursor?
Maybe it was in World War One.
OSS. Yeah, but there wasn't an it's not the OSS. Whatever. The thing in World War II that was before the CIA that turned into the CIA.
But no, I think he was just like a super secret soldier. Like much like him, it was like we need some spies, and we don't even have a concept for that yet. But so that's in chapter 6. But to conclude, I'm going to go through chapter 5, which, because like chapter 6 is basically a continuation of the themes that found at the end of chapter 4 of his, like how he's inspired by his Jewish heritage and how that makes him like, because like it's his father and granddad both fought in the war, and they both experienced anti-Semitism. And but they were still like super kick-ass soldiers. That chapter rather is called Origins, which I think is funny. And it's all about
the OSS. It's the Office of Strategic Services.
Yeah, they don't mention that. And also, I don't think his dad and his granddad were super secret spies. But here we are.
Obviously, yeah.
I think his dad might have just been a door salesman, door to door.
I just want to point out that it was created in 1942 by Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and probably not his grandfather.
Honestly,
anyway.
you can't really know that. He probably met Franklin Delano Roosevelt.